Summer is a time for joy and outdoor fun. We look forward to beach days, swimming, and fresh seafood. But, a hidden danger is lurking in our coastal waters. This danger has a frightening name: flesh-eating bacteria. It sounds like something from a horror movie, right? Unfortunately, it is very real. This year we are seeing a concerning increase in these dangerous infections. States like Louisiana and Florida are reporting more cases. Tragically, some of these cases have ended in death. It is more important than ever to understand this threat. Knowing what to look for can help keep you and your family safe as you enjoy the warm weather. So, what is this dangerous organism? Vibrio vulnificus is a type of bacteria. It naturally lives in warm coastal waters around the world. The bacteria flourish when water temperatures rise above 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius. This is why summer is the peak season for infections. There are two main ways this bacteria can make you sick. The first and most common way is through an open wound. The second way to get infected is by eating contaminated raw or undercooked seafood. Oysters are the most common culprits. Knowing the symptoms of a Vibrio vulnificus infection is critical. Time is of the essence. The infection can progress with terrifying speed. When the bacteria enter through a wound, the first signs often appear within 24 hours. The area around the wound may become red, swollen, and extremely painful. As the infection worsens, you may develop systemic symptoms. This means the bacteria have entered your bloodstream and are affecting your whole body. This is a medical emergency. The infection is now a life-threatening condition called sepsis. Without immediate and aggressive medical treatment, the body can go into septic shock. To truly understand the devastation this bacteria can cause, we need to look at real-life stories. Consider the case of Debbie King from Florida. Debbie was simply walking along a beach in the Tampa Bay area. She had a very small healing cut on her leg. It was so minor that she barely thought about it. 2 days later, her life was in jeopardy. Her family rushed her to the hospital, where doctors diagnosed her with necrotizing fasciitis, caused by Vibrio vulnificus. Ultimately, the doctors told her family that the only way to save her was to amputate her leg above the knee. It was a devastating decision, but it was the one that kept her alive. The stories are powerful, and the statistics behind them are equally alarming. We are seeing a clear and troubling increase in Vibrio vulnificus infections. For patients who develop necrotizing fasciitis from a wound infection, the CDC estimates that about 1 in 5 people die. For those who develop a bloodstream infection, the outlook is even more grim. What is also concerning to health officials is the geographic spread of the bacteria. States like North Carolina, Virginia, and even Connecticut have reported infections in recent years. This is a direct consequence of warming ocean waters. The bacteria's habitable zone is expanding northward. It is impossible to discuss the rise of flesh-eating bacteria without talking about our changing climate. There is a direct and scientifically proven link between rising global temperatures and the spread of Vibrio vulnificus. As human activity warms the planet, our oceans are absorbing much of that extra heat. This creates larger, more stable, and longer-lasting environments where this dangerous bacteria can thrive. Second, the warm season is getting longer. Summers are starting earlier and lasting later into the fall. Instead of just a few peak months, the risk period can now span half the year or more in some areas. Extreme weather events, which are also becoming more frequent and intense due to climate change, play a significant role. After a hurricane, people are often wading through floodwaters to clean up debris. While anyone can get a Vibrio vulnificus infection, some people are at a much higher risk of developing a severe or even fatal illness. It is crucial to know if you or someone you love falls into one of these high-risk categories. The group at highest risk includes individuals with chronic liver disease. This includes conditions like cirrhosis, hepatitis B, or hepatitis C. People with liver disease often have higher levels of iron in their blood, and Vibrio bacteria use iron to grow and multiply. In fact, people with liver disease are 80 times more likely to develop a Vibrio infection. Other conditions that weaken the immune system, such as cancer, HIV, or diabetes, also place a person at very high risk. Similarly, people who take medications that suppress the immune system are more vulnerable. Awareness is key, but taking practical steps to protect yourself is what truly matters. The most important rule is to stay out of saltwater and brackish water if you have an open wound. If you cannot avoid going in the water, or if you get a cut while you are swimming or fishing, take immediate action. As soon as you get out of the water, thoroughly wash the wound with soap and fresh, clean water. When it comes to seafood, be smart about what you eat. The safest choice is to avoid raw or undercooked shellfish, especially oysters, particularly during the warm summer months. Cooking kills the bacteria. When handling raw seafood, be careful to avoid cross-contamination. Wash your hands with soap and water after touching it. Keep raw seafood separate from cooked foods. Finally, know your own risk level. If you are in one of the high-risk groups we discussed, if you have liver disease, a weak immune system, or diabetes, you need to be extra vigilant. For you, the advice is not just a suggestion, it is a critical safety rule. You should not eat raw oysters at all. You should also make every effort to avoid exposing any skin wounds to warm coastal waters. As we enjoy the peak of summer in August 2025, the threat of Vibrio vulnificus is real and present. The warm waters of our beautiful coastlines, while inviting, harbor a hidden danger that demands our respect and attention. This is not a reason to live in fear or to lock ourselves indoors. It is, however, a powerful reason to be informed, prepared, and vigilant. Pay attention to your body. Watch for the early warning signs of infection. Do not hesitate to seek immediate medical help if something seems wrong. Your swift action could be the difference between a full recovery and a life-altering illness. Enjoy the beauty and recreation that our coastal waters offer, but do so with a new level of awareness. Stay safe, stay vigilant.